Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tricky World. So today we will be looking at automating mails through Excel macros VBA. So how we can send multiple mails to multiple email IDs with a particular draft or maybe dynamic draft, that we will look today. So let's get started with the developer tab we have here. So in order to create a new macro, we will click on macros. Any random name we can give. I will create. So I will keep side by side. Yeah. So the very first statement, we will declare two variables. Variables are nothing, just a random value we can assign to variables. So randomly I will assign maybe two variables, which are, we always declare variables by dim. By writing dim statement, we declare variables. Dim means dimension. Dim a comma b, these two variables I am declaring a and b as object. So in order to connect or in order to send mails, Excel should have access to Outlook application. So in order to make that connection, we will write this statement. We will use first variable, set a is equal to create object outlook dot application. So this particular statement is setting up a connection between Excel and Outlook application. Now connection has been set up successfully. Now we need to create a new session, new draft in order to send mail. So we will use our second variable, set b is equal to a is Outlook application connection dot create item. So one new session we will create. So this is all we need to do in order to send mails. These two are main statements we need to write. Rest of the statements are nothing, just b means this session which we have created, b.to, b.cc, b.subject, b.body, b.attachments.add. In case there are attachments, we can add those as well. b.display, b.send. So these are some of the commands we can use. Let's say I want to send a mail to a random ID, let's say test@gmail.com, and I want to copy this email ID. On subject line I want to write first automation of mails. On body, let's say on very first line we want to write hi. Then we can there we need to give some some lines. We need to jump some lines out. So for going to next line, for getting to the next line, we need to put one command VB new line, and we need to concatenate both the text by ampersand. So I want two lines to be added, then I will write two times VB new line, and then I can put again the text of body, my first macro of mails. So this is our body text. So dot display will display the draft, and dot send will directly send the draft. So for now I can remove this send. So let us try if it is working. So I will click on this, I will click on run. So here we have our draft. into test in CC copy, first automation of mails, hi, then 2 lines, then my first macro of mails. So it has worked perfectly fine. So let me go back, let me click on no. So now this is just a one mail. Let's say to multiple users we want to send a mail, we can assign cell value as well. For example, in one particular cell we can concatenate all the IDs. For example, a@gmail.com is first email ID, then semicolon, b@gmail.com is second ID, then semicolon, c@gmail.com. Now we can give c1 dot value direct here, range c1 dot value. So if now I running this, if I try running this particular macro, run, yep, all 3 email IDs are there, part of into, so it's working perfectly fine. Now question comes, what if multiple mails needs to be sent? This can send only one mail per, so we need to put a mail, we need to put a loop for that particular requirement. So we will see one example for that as well. Let me delete this sheet 1. On sheet 2 we have email IDs which are to be there on 2 and CC. So we want to send mails, doesn't matter how many emails are there in this particular range. Every row should generate one new email. So we will see how we will perform this. We will keep this as it is. We will perform a loop. So randomly I will declare one more variable, let's say c. I will assign value 2. So why am assigning this value to 2? Because we need to start with the second row. It should send mail to second row, then it should send mail to third row. One by one it should send mail till the time it doesn't get blank. So C, I have assigned value of 2. Now here I will put a loop, do until range A, and in concatenation I will put C. C is nothing, it's only 2 dot value is equal to blank, and I will close the loop at the last. So what exactly this statement is doing, do until range AC. AC is similar to this statement, range A2. So this particular statement, range A2 and range AC both are same, because A and I'm concatenating with C value is 2, here we are assigning. So loop, if this will be true then it will jump to this statement. If this will not be true, then loop will over and it will come to this end. If this will be true, it will run all these statements and then again it will come on top. So it will check whether range A2 value is blank. It's not blank, then it will come to this statement. It will generate a outlook, and once it has displayed the mail or sent the mail, we will increment C by 1. Why I'm doing that? C value is 2. Once second row mail has been completed, then it should go on third row. So here it will increment by 1, it will jump to third row, and then it will again perform these steps to third, then it will 4, 5, 6, it will keep doing till the time it will not get blank. So we will make certain changes. In 2, instead of range C1, we will give A2. A column is there, so range A, and we will give C. C is variable dot value. Same way CC is B column, so we will put range B and C dot value. On subject it's fine, or maybe in case you want it to be dynamic, you can give one cell here. Whatever text would be there on E1, you can put here E1. Let's say I will cut this, and here I will put range E1 dot value, and that value you can put here without inverted commas. So now whoever will be running macro, he has ability to change the subject line. So here I will put subject. Same we can do for body as well. Let's say here body, and I can, let's say, merge these cells. Whatever text would be here in this particular cell, that would come as a body. So in body I will write range E4 dot value, and E4, let's say high, this is my very first macro for sending mails. So this is whatever text would be there in this particular cell, that will come as a body. So now it's done. Let's try running it, whether it works as per requirement or not. One thing I forgot to tell, at the last, once mail has been sent or displayed, we need to keep these variables which we had declared into nothing. Set A is equal to nothing, set B is equal to nothing. So on top it's declaring there is a particular session which is getting assigned to B. So here it will be nothing. There is a new session again which will be getting assigned to B. So let me try running it. So there should be 4 mails which should have been generated, I guess. Yes. D, copy first mail, it's working perfectly fine. First one. C, it is also perfectly fine. B is also, and A. There are 4 drafts which were generated, and instead of display we could have entered send as well. Mails would have been sent then. So this is exactly how we can automate sending multiple mails through Excel macros to multiple email IDs as per our requirement. So that's all for today's video. Keep tricking, keep watching Tricky Ball.